everyone, it's Mike Terry and Jamie Schlinkmann. We're here at the Lodging Green Hotel and Sustainability Conference and Expo in Las Vegas, and we're exhibiting at the show. And Jamie, what would you say your thoughts on the show are so far?
So it's been a great show, and I hope you feel the same.
Sure.
There's a lot of actual opportunity for us in the hotel space. There's a lot of hotel properties out there, and so we just have to find that marriage of the hotel that has a site that has a good wind resource, and obviously the right kind of power cost environment, so a relatively expensive power. And given the number of hotels out there, that's a pretty good odds. And one of the reasons I think that one of the key reasons why we're focusing on this market is awareness. We've got a new product,
Sure.
a new turbine, and we get it out there at some hotels, and there's going to be a lot of people traveling to those places and seeing it and becoming
Sure.
aware that distributed wind power is a really good.
Well, speaking of awareness, right now is a good chance to say, what are some of the benefits that you feel specifically Inerjy's EcoVert product has to bring to the hotel, market specifically?
Yeah, well, we designed the turbine specifically for this kind of market.
Sure.
It's a distributed generation application means basically to power, produce power where the power is used. And of course, hotels use a lot of power. And what that means, another thing that means is it has to be around people, because power is used where there's typically a lot of people. And we designed a turbine to be, as you know, very, very quiet,
Sure.
and very, very comfortable to be next to. And there's lots of parking lots out there, and it could be at a big box retail store or a hotel or all kinds of other facilities that are going to have a good wind resource and have the right kind of environment, be it the regulatory environment, having net metering or whatever else needs to happen to make the project work. That there's hundreds of thousands of them
Sure.
in America. So
Yeah, in my observation, one of the specific things I think that would help the hotel industry is they're actually, everyone may not know, but they're spending a tremendous amount of effort trying to go green, be green, market that they're green. And the problem is that a lot of their efforts are actually hidden. People don't see them. They don't know all the effort and all the things that are going into making their hotel green and better for our environment. Whereas a wind turbine, it's out there. It makes a statement. Everybody sees it, and it lets everybody know you're serious about being green. So from my perspective, that's
it's a
one
good
big
differentiator, and we've had a lot of good feedback from that perspective that people would identify it as a much better differentiator. A lot of people are focused on metrics at this conference and tracking metrics and software and things like that to track tons of carbon emissions or amount getting recycled, or just tons of waste and reduction in waste and things. And those are great things too, don't get me wrong, but they're reporting a sign on the wall that says we save this much energy doing this light program or something like that is a lot less visible than a wind turbine in the parking lot powering
Sure.
all of the exterior lighting for a 1,000-room property or something like that.
Right. So we're wrapping up the conference right now, everybody. So what would you say your key takeaways are, Jamie, from the show in general?
That there's a lot of properties out there, and we have to, from a marketing perspective, we've got a few challenges about getting out to those properties because their ownership structures are quite varied, and we really need to focus on getting to the long-term owners and potentially owner-operators and things like that. I went into this thinking, well, a hotel is kind of like a utility in that the business model is owning and operating an asset. And of course, a wind turbine is a perfect asset for somebody that has that kind of business model to own and operate, because it's very, very low maintenance, and it just basically makes money. And coming to this conference, you learn that ownership is very fragmented, and a lot of people are in it for very short-term plays and things like that. So it's going to be a challenge for us to, specifically try and get to those companies with the mindset and the owners with the mindset of owning and operating assets.
Sure.
And it doesn't have to be, because there's lots of business models like power purchase agreements and leases and things like that we can just start saving money right away for different people. But it muddies things up and makes things more complicated than than a pure and simple business model of owning and operating assets.
Of course. One of my key takeaways is just that it's very invigorating. It's very, very good feeling to be here and see the enthusiasm and the drive behind this industry, because this is a huge industry with a lot of potential to do things for good. They have the power to drive change, and the people who are here are really the thought leaders that are going to drive that change to a more sustainable, more supportable, more environmental friendly situation for all of us. And that's been really, really great to be around and experience, and it's a very positive feeling. So for me, I feel good about that.
I agree. Obviously, the people that are at this conference have sustainability in mind, and a lot of them are just corporate positions. So however they wound up in a corporate sustainability position, but it's not all it's not really negative at all. There's a lot of people very passionate about doing the right things, and obviously ROI is very important, and it's very important to us to do projects that show good ROIs too. We're certainly not interested in doing feel-good projects. That's not what our business is about.
Perfect. Well, that's kind of our wrap here on the conference. So, thanks everybody for watching, and visit us on our Facebook page regularly, and check us out with our videos that Jamie and I put together from time to time. So, in the meantime, get out there and protect the earth. She needs our help.